Hello. The two of us, both of us, are back after a futile attempt from last week.
A few.
No, it was a futile attempt because, I think I already went through this on the solo podcast I recorded this week. That we actually did record, but it's behind a paywall. And in case any of you have any doubt, we haven't made nothing out of this podcast. So in order to get that thing that was recorded, we have to get that pay that money. And we were like, "No, we're good.
You can keep it.
No, we're
yours.
Good. Yeah, you can keep it.
Do what you want with it.
Yeah, because when I showed Jonathan the prices that they were charging monthly and yearly, he was like, "Yeah, we can just record next week." It's like, yeah, I mean, it's no biggie. I mean, it's not like we talk something that's like it's a world crisis, a world alerting thing. It's just, we're just shooting the breeze. That's all.
Good.
So this is again the Husky Baboos podcast, number 123. After a long hiatus, we are back. We are restructuring everything. I mean, we did get the equipment to do this, like for video, but the before mentioned paywall was one of the roadblocks that we hit on the wall. I mean, not a roadblock. No. We ran into a wall,
a brick wall.
Yeah, Roadrunner style.
And we didn't go through the wall.
No. The Roadrunner does. The coyote always slams. So we were the coyote in this scenario. How smart are we? Anyway. So I mean, we gotta have to start laughing and stuff. I mean, I did address it. I know I've been. I like low key promoting my other podcast, the one that I did solo. I'm kind of low key promoting it, but I did address it. But I mean, I have to wait until you were here, and we have to both address it because I mean, although you're a passive wrestling fan now, like you are into it now more because of the games, the 2K games. But you're not actively watching the product as is right now. I mean, you were a product of the Ruthless Aggression era. You did get some of the Attitude Era, but then after that, you went like, well, bye, my friend. We'll see you later. Don't get you, don't understand you, but
it was just a direction.
Yeah.
It just,
It went to Crapville very quick. And, well, so this week was horrible for the wrestling community because we began the week, midweek, I think it was Wednesday. We lost a legend, Terry Funk, at the age of 79. I mean, death is death and it's horrible, but 79, it was a lived life. You know what I mean? He lived his life and he got to do his thing even in his 60s. He was still wrestling in his 60s.
Wow. That's crazy.
And he is the only man alive that has wrestled All Japan U Wrestling, New Japan Pro Wrestling, WCW, NWA, all the old territories, WWF, WWE, wrestled in ECW, Ring of Honor, like. The dude wrestled pretty much everything that was important in the heyday of wrestling. He wrestled there. He was an NWA champion. He wrestled for WCW. He wrestled for WWE. He wrestled for everybody. He was a big influence on Mick Foley. Mick Foley still considers him as his one of his heroes. Him and Bruce Brody were the guys that pretty much built the architectural template for what became Mick Foley, Mankind, Cactus Jack. Not so much the Dude Love persona. The Dude Love persona was more like a joke, but a joke that Mick Foley liked to tell. But still, a dude that lived a life of wasn't a bunch of movies. He wasn't Over the Top, Roadhouse, I mean, Terry Funk was all over the place. I mean, when even Sylvester Stallone gave him his flowers this week. So when even Sylvester Stallone acknowledged you, you were a wrestler. I mean, I saw people like Boss Rutan and people in MMA circles giving him his flowers. So
that's huge.
Exactly. So that tells you the character of the man, that this man was well beloved for the entire world, for entire generations of people that saw him when we was in his prime. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see Terry Funk much in his prime. I do remember the little brouhaha he had with Ric Flair back in the late 80s, early 90s. They had a rivalry with Ric Flair where they beat the bejesus out of each other. You can almost say was legitimately beating the crap out of each other because because it was. You have to understand, hardcore wrestling is not that old, but it's not that new either. You know, he's pretty much like with it. What is Terry Funk and Bruiser Brody are the ones that pretty much brought also Abdullah the Butcher as well, are the ones that brought hardcore wrestling into the template of what is the mainstream. These are the three guys that made hardcore wrestling marketable, because hardcore wrestling was like, oh god, it's stunt doubles. Here we got glorified stuntmen doing trying to kill each other, but they made it into almost an art form. These three guys, and now Terry Funk passed away 79, but the heartbreaker of this week was Bray Wyatt, Wyndham Rotunda, at 36 years old, and they even had to clear up the reason why he passed, because people were speculating immediately. Going to the negative. We will not go there and give it name or subject, but people were immediately pointing fingers and thinking up the worst. And this is a very delicate situation because he left a wife and 4 kids. I mean, WWE, thank God, WWE is going to do right by them, and WWE is going to, all the merchandise under Bray Wyatt are going to go 100% for the family. WWE is not going to earn a dime. They're going to give it all to the family. Also, what I've heard, that WWE is going to put the family on the payroll, so they're going to be set for life. So they're gonna give them they're gonna give them like a monthly, substance, maybe like let's call it a retirement fund, since the dude unfortunately checked out early, and the unfortunate reason is because he contracted COVID at the beginning of the year, like around the time when he went out at WrestleMania, and that exacerbated a pre-existing heart condition that he had, and he was making strides to getting better, and he was almost getting cleared to wrestle back, to get back in the ring again. They already assigned a writer to start writing him into the storylines for SmackDown, because he was making progress, he was getting better, and he was being fine. But unfortunately, Thursday afternoon, he had a heart attack, and you know what happened. We all know what happened.
Even shook me. I mean,
dude,
like you said, I'm not even an avid wrestling fan of this new era, and it just, I knew of Bray Wyatt. Did I watch him like you did? No, but just shakes you.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
A dude in the prime of his life, 36 years old, prime of his life, with a family, a career that's still, like, he still had like 20 years left in it. Easily. 20 years left in it still. Because you can do wrestling into your 50s. I mean, Jericho has proven that. I mean, Sting is still wrestling. He's almost 70. Although the physical condition that Sting is in, we both would envy that. To say the very least. The dude is still in great shape. For an almost 70-year-old man, he's in great shape. He's in awesome shape. Not like Ric Flair, and we're not going to go there. Talk about a guy who's dodged bullets, let me tell you. Whoo. No reference to the others.
I'm not.
No references. No references.
Nope.
No references.
I'm biting my
We're
tongue.
keeping it clean. We're keeping it clean.
We're keeping it PG-13.
Yeah, we're keeping it clean here. If you notice that there's been a change of format on our end, we're behaving. We're being good Christian boys.
Yes, sir.
With the little aura shining all over our head.
See the little halo?
Little halo shining on our head. We're being good Christian boys. We're not.
Yes, we are.
We're not cussing up a storm. We put Bernie Mac to rest. What a segue, huh? We're talking respectfully of the memory of a man that just passed away. We're already brushing off the dust out of Bernie Mac, like looking at, oh yeah, he's still there.
He will always still be there
in our hearts. But yeah, I mean, look, going back to the Bray thing, it hit hard. It really hit hard. You look at the wrestlers, especially like Seth Rollins, that really messed him up. Like he did a promo, the show must go on, and they're doing their house shows, they're touring, and Seth had one last night, and he grabbed the microphone, he talked to the crowd, and he was visibly crying, talking to the crowd. He was visibly crying. His face looked like that he's going through it, going through that dark period of mourning, because although we only knew him as Bray Wyatt, to them it was just Wyndham, the dude that they knew, their friend, their co-worker. And for all intents and purposes, or everything that we've heard about him, the dude was legitimately a ball of sunshine. Everybody loved him. Nobody has said a bad word about him. Everybody just likes being around him. Everybody just likes hearing about him, talking about him. And he is a beloved person in that locker room. And to talk about him in past tense, it still doesn't make sense to me, because he's a young man. He was a young man. Younger than me, for God's sake. I think you're older than him. No, he was older than you.
I'm 35.
He was 36. Yeah. He was older than you. He was a year older than you. Mm-hmm. He was a year older than you. But still, it's like both of you were the same age. Like that's the kind. Look, you know what it did to me? The same thing that when Kobe passed. That's the exact same thing, because Kobe and I are the same age. I mean, I'm a little older than him by months. By a month and some change, because Kobe's birthday was a few days ago. I think it was on the 24th, right? It was his birthday, or the 25th. I don't, the 23rd, I think. The 23rd was his birthday, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
So I'm older than him for a month and some change. Because I was born in 78, he was born in 78. So when he passed, course, the circumstances are vastly different, but still, gone is gone. Gone is gone, and that's something that you don't. I don't know what to say. I mean, like, you can't. There are no words that makes things better. That's why sometimes, like, when I've had the unfortunate task to like be there for people whose loved one passed away. I just have to keep my mouth shut. What can I say? Like, other than I'm here for you, and I can understand what you're going through. Having me being gone through some similar stuff with my mom passing away back in '99 via cancer. That was tough for me. That was strong. But with time and with the healing of God, and also me having my own family, I've learned to not get over it. You never get over it. You just
learn how to deal with the pain.
Exactly. Learn from it and move on. Learn on, because this is life. Unfortunately, death is part of life, and you're gonna have to go through it, not just once, unfortunately. Because the more people you know, guess what? You don't know. You don't know. There's some people that are gonna be there. They're gonna be longer than you. They're gonna gonna stay you, or there's some that you just gonna have to say goodbye to. And some of them you may not even get to say goodbye. That's just what it is. It is what it is. So, like, you have to make your choice on how you live your life and how you treat those that are in your life. You know, like, if you value them, let them know. If you value people, let them know. If you don't value them, what can I tell you? You know, just give the value to those that you love. Let them people that you love, let them know that you love them. Don't act all hoity-toity towards some. Like, let them know, because you just don't know. I'm not saying no a lot. You have any other words here?
No, I think you pretty much laid it down. I don't want to repeat exactly what you said, but it was a sad week.
Yeah. We forgot to mention someone else, because Death was working OT on this week.
It really was. Yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yesterday. The host of The Price is Right for the longest. Bob Barker passed away at the age of 99.
Life well lived.
Lived a well life. He definitely did. Celebrities across the board pay their tributes, especially Adam Sandler.
Yeah, who infamously got his ass whooped
by him and Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
So it was, like you said, the Grim Reaper was working overtime this week.
Yep. I mean, it was on a tear this week, man.
Yeah. So I mean, it was midweek, and then it just ended the week, just like.
Yeah, hold my beer.
Hold my beer. Let me finish this up, kind of thing. So.
I mean,
like you said before,
it wrecked wrestling. It definitely wrecked the world of wrestling. But then it went to like, oh, who I haven't taken out yet? Oh yeah, I forgot this dude.
Yeah. So I mean, good thing is there was reports saying that he died of natural causes.
Good. I mean, yeah. I mean, life well lived. I mean, you would. I mean, you don't desire death on nobody, but you would wish that when it's your time, that you lived a good life, that you left a good legacy, that you touched people in a good way, and that when it was your time to go, that you had no regrets.
I mean, this dude went bouts. He had supposedly several mild bouts with skin cancer. He fought. He had a black artery. He had underwent prostate surgery. I mean, this guy. I mean, death tried to take him a couple of times, and he just overcame it. And then to die of natural causes at the age of 99.
Yeah,
I think he's good. I mean, I think he did 50 years with The Price is Right.
Kind of.
1972 to 2007.
Yeah, until Drew Carey took over.
Yeah. So.
And I think is Wayne Brady now the guy who has
no, but great. He does a different show. The Price is Right is still
It's still Drew
Barry.
Drew Carey. Okay. Okay.
So.
No, I get confused. I mean,
it sounds similar.
No, and the show's similar. It speaks volumes of how traditional TV is so valuable now. Sarcastically speaking.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, it's funny. I'm looking at The Price is Right Wikipedia page, and it says that Adam Sandler is one of the directors.
Oh, well, that would explain Drew Carey still.
So, but I mean, thoughts and prayers goes to everybody. To Terry Funk's family, Brain Wyatt's family, Bob Barker's family. Like you said before, tell everyone that you love them. That's just part of life. You can't go around it. I've seen plenty. I mean, I think while we were on hiatus, or maybe a week before hiatus, I had, cousin of mine in the family, 50 years old, stomach cancer took him. He fought it. He fought it for years, and then it just finally. He served his town. He had his own business. He did window cleaning during this winter. He did snow removal, gutter cleaning, anything that you needed. So he served his town for years. 50 years old. I mean, come on. But there's nothing you can do. So just tell the people that you love them.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this has been the theme of this podcast. Like, remember those you love, be with them, let them know, let no mysteries. Like that's one thing I've always strived with my family, and my immediate family, like my wife and daughter. Like, I don't want them to ever have any doubt in their minds that if something ever happened to me, God forbid, that they go on with life like questioning me, like, does this fat dude love me? I had to have the fat there because I mean we have to state the obvious.
Yeah, I don't think the way I know you and your family, I don't think those two girls will ever have any doubt.
No, I'm making my business for them not to be questioning that ever. I'm making my business for them never to question that. I'm making my business for them to know how much they mean to me. And that's what I strive for. I strive for them to learn and know how much I care for them. And that kind of weird segue, but I think we should go there because we have to acknowledge the 80,000 pound elephant in the room in terms of why we stopped cursing. I mean, there's a plethora of reasons. One, I mean, it's more marketable. Like, do you want to get more people? Yeah, you should stop cussing. Like,
we're Joe Rogan.
Yeah. We're not Joe Rogan. We don't have that audience. So if we want to reach some more people, like, let's try not to be too controversial. I mean, crude humor has its audience, and it has its ways to a point. But not everybody. That's not everybody's cup of tea. That's not everybody's cup of tea. The other reason is, I mean, I've been kind of open about this before in the past, where both in my solos efforts before you came along, and also afterwards, that I'm a believer, I'm a Christian, and I did not represent the faith in the best way. With that crude language, I mean, I'm not trying to hide anything. I'm not trying to sugarcoat it. We're trying to make excuses. It is what it is. I mean, I'm human. I'm flesh and bone, and I'm Dominican. If you don't think that's a justification, go to that island.
That by itself is.
Go to that island. Go over there and find out. Cussing is an art form over there. Like, every 2 words out of a sentence of a Dominican is a cuss word.
Mm-hmm.
So that's basically how we talk. Like, I was talking to a person in the church. She was working at a McDonald's and like talking about where we're at, right? Where specifically me and the portion of Geekville I live is Little DR. Basically, like, there's
definitely,
it is Little DR. Like, everywhere you go, it's just Dominican, a couple of Boricuas, a couple of Ecuadorians, a couple of Mexicans, but then it's basically DR. Your occasional white guy here and there, but still, it's DR. It's all the way DR. So guess what? Who were her co-workers there? Dominicans. And she was telling me, man, why they always cuss and always mention the devil? I'm like, well, that's what we do.
Because it's so damn hot over there.
That's what we do. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't know how else to explain it, but that's what we do. The devil's always on our mouth. You always mention that fool. But why do you have to mention them all the time? Like, they just do. Like they stepped in tone. El diablo. They mention El diablo. Everything is diablo.
Every second.
And that's the tamest of bad cuss words that they use over there. That's the tamest ones.
Mm-hmm.
I heard some stuff and you'll be like, damn.
I will have to look it up.
Yeah, there's some words that you go like damn.
Like, is that even a true word? Is that a real word?
Like, how do these words go together?
Where's the dictionary?
Like, this is like a verbal Tetris that these people are playing. Even with the music in the back. Whew. But yeah, like
you put those people on a plane. I don't
oh my god!
The rosary beads are in the hand, praying going up,
praying coming down. Mama. That's I stopped myself just in time. I caught myself. It was just gonna roll out of the tongue.
Almost there.
It was almost rolling out of the tongue. That's how Dominicans talk. That like they can be the most religious. Look, I can tell you this by experience. They could be the most religious people in the world. You tick them off. Mira, buen.
They say so many curse words that you don't even know what to do.
Oh no, and it's lightning fast. And lightning fast too. It's like it was almost like listening to an auctioneer. You know how those Texan auctioneers, hey, literally, out of the way. Ooh, I forgot I got water here.
H2O.
Yeah, that was a movie that no wrestler was in. Oh yeah, there was a wrestler in that movie. Big Show.
Yeah.
Captain Insano. Captain Insano. That's exactly right. And he bought the rights for the character.
That's awesome.
He actually bought the rights for the character. He doesn't look like Captain Insano anymore. He ain't got no long hair.
But he lost a ton of weight.
Oh yeah, he gained even muscle.
Yeah.
He never had muscle before. He was always big, both in size and also, in the circumference of his body. So he never had like muscle definition and whatnot. But now lately, he even gained muscle.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, dude is in his 50s. Like, he should be in his 50s. I know when he started wrestling, he was like in his early 20s. When he started wrestling, probably when he was in WCW. I think he was 21 when he started in WCW. He was a pup. But still, he had a very long career. For a big guy. He's legitimately 7'1", right?
I thought he was 7.
I think he's 7'1", legitimately. They build him like 7'2" or 7'4". They build him, but wrestling always exaggerates. Like, for example, The Undertaker, they always build him at 7 feet tall, but Undertaker's like 6'9".
No, I think Taker is like 6'11".
No, he used to be 6'10". But you know what happens when you do wrestling? Your spine compress and you lose an inch or two. Like Hogan was legitimately before 6'7" or 6'6". Now he's 6'3".
Yeah, they built him at 7'1". No, 7 feet tall.
7 feet tall. So that means who? Big Show or Undertaker?
No, Big Show. And he's 51 years old.
I gathered that much because he was in his early 20s when he started in WCW. And they got
Big Show at 6'10".
So he's legitimately...
they got Undertaker at 6'10". They got Show out at 7.
Mm-hmm. But legitimately, how tall is he though? Because I know Undertaker legitimately is 6'9". And I know that because he stood next to LeBron, and he was barely taller than LeBron, and LeBron is like 6'8". LeBron is 6'8".
Everything I see is 6'10".
Well, must have been on high heels because some sort of platforms and something.
6'10", 309.
Well,
from Death Valley.
Yeah, he's from Death Valley, all right. Oh yeah, he's Death Valley, all right. Yeah. And I'm the king of Scots.
Yeah, I put. In reality, the Taker was in 6'7" to 6'8" range during his prime. That doesn't help me now.
Well,
yeah, everything says 6'10". So,
anyways, the thing is that going back to the acknowledging of the cease of cussing, the ceasing of cussing up in here, these parts, is because, I want to honor and reflect my faith in a little bit of more respectful manner. Now, that doesn't mean that I've stopped cussing altogether, because before recording, we done cussed up a storm.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
Oh, you're going to exclude yourself? Okay, fine. Throw me into the mud. Throw me under the bus. Throw me under the bus. Look, basically what I'm trying to say is, like, I'm trying to have this devoid of BS. I'm trying to be as honest and sincere as possible. If not to the public or to God, if you find that amusing, you find like, what the heck do I care about this? I do. So it's an issue to me. So I'm putting it there on Front Street and not trying to cover it up, not trying to BS you or try to throw smoke up your what. I'm just trying to be as real as possible. So there, I just said my piece. That's all I needed to say about that. You have anything else to add, sir?
No, we're just trying to be all good little boys, like you said.
Good Christian boys.
Good Christian boys. That's all we want to do.
Good Christian boys.
Doesn't mean that it's we make mistakes. We're human. Might be might slip once in a blue, but not like we used to do before. This is a major change to what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
So, and we're trying to keep everything short, so because we're not at the celebrity range yet.
Hopefully.
So we'll try to keep
if y'all want to if y'all want to know like the skinny of what's going on economically speaking, there is nothing going on economically speaking on this podcast. We just draining money up in this.
We're just losing money.
We're just opening like slitting our wrists and just drawing blood all over this. Like there you go. Feed me, Seymour. Feed me.
I spent money on a mic that didn't need to be. You know what I mean? Like we weren't making anything. This was on a whim. Like we bought mics.
Oh my god, we bought podcast equipment.
We bought
cameras.
Cameras.
And we haven't even gotten to use it yet because the equipment we got,
but I mean, like the mics we're using now, that was purchased.
Yeah, professional grade mics, peoples.
Rode mics.
Yeah, professional grade mics. Like these are broadcasting level microphones. You can use them on radio stations.
Yeah, exactly. I think Rogan uses the one we had.
No. He uses the Shure ones. He uses Shure.
Oh, he does the Shures?
Yeah. Oh no, he does. That boy. No, he's he's farting through silk, man. He's doing good. He's doing good.
You think
he can afford it? He can afford it. He got like 15 of those mics. Each of those mics cost like $400.
Anyway, we bought mic stands, holders.
The works.
We're like you said, just split the wrist open and just take what you want, because that's what we're doing right now.
But let's talk about the positives. Like for example, we're already expanding. We already did a second podcast. Well, me. If you want to do one as well, you just let me know. Send me the link, and I'll upload it in our thing. Also,
I would have to buy one. I don't know what. How would I even record? I would even,
dude,
I can do. I think I
well,
can do a
look, well,
sports one with my boy,
yeah,
but
but
like baseball, things that you don't really look into. I mean, you can join it too, but that's something I would do on the side. I mean, I
yeah,
would have to think about it
whatever,
and talk
man.
to
Like
him.
we can grow this as much as we can, and whatever it can, man. Let's just like we're expanding. Like we're calling this HB Media, like Husky by Boo Media. That's why the HB stands for. So, like we're just expanding this. Like for example, just a little a preview or throwing it out there. I'm working on doing my own comic for the first time in my life. I'm gonna do something of my own. I'm working on it, writing the script right now. Did a couple of pages, but I'm gonna redo them because I rewrote the whole thing, and the beginning at least, I rewrote the whole beginning. I'm keeping those pages maybe to put them down the line where the story develops a little later, but I'm doing my story. I'm doing my stuff. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah. So I mean, who knows? We're working on projects. Like I'm just thinking about the other part. I was thinking about it in my head, but I wasn't really thinking about it until you really brought it up. But I mean, we talk wrestling here, and that's because we both are somewhat now. I mean, you're more knowledgeable than I am, but you know, I might branch off. I might do like just all sports instead of mixing like we do here. Definitely keep all this. This is gonna, to me, this is our main goal.
Yeah.
This is I call it my baby kind of thing. I mean, even though it was yours before it became mine, you just welcomed me with open arms to this. But yeah, I mean, we're both trying to expand on this. Like you said, this is media. You made this company, you made this brand, this logo, everything is on you. So I thank you for all that. I mean, who would have thought in a million years that I would be speaking into a mic and people are listening to me speak? I mean, I wouldn't even have dreamt of that.
Yeah, all five of them.
I mean, it's 5 different people that I don't.
We don't know.
What I mean, like, never even heard me before. You know what I mean? Like, I listen to podcasts that I don't even know who the people. I started listening to you, and you didn't even know. So
yeah, no, I just release it out there, and whatever happens, happens.
Exactly. So I'm at that point that, you know what? I mean, I know there's a ton of sports out there, but people view things differently. This is what makes this, to me, I consider a different view of what you think of. Like,
yeah, I mean,
more of.
We can call this the one like our manifesto. Like we're just manifesting our stuff, creating our stuff for putting it out there. Like what are our interests? What are we really are into? So
Exactly.
we're just putting it out there. Like we'll continue doing our thing together, but
this will never. I don't want this to ever.
No,
stop.
no, and it won't. Not on my watch.
So. No. You got our words here. We might take a hiatus like we did before, just because creatively, we're thinking or we're not, like in the direction like we did before. Like we're trying to change it now.
If it don't work, then we have to fix it.
Exactly.
So if it is working, then we don't fix it. We just keep it as is. Whatever works stays. What doesn't work, we change.
Well, I mean, and we're all, I'm only thinking about doing this thing. You're actually doing it, which I applaud you to. I mean, you have the talent. Your drawing is amazing, and I haven't read or seen your plot for your comic, but I'm pretty sure that's amazing too.
Yeah, I mean,
stick to it.
It's been just gathering the materials, and now I have enough to start doing it. So we're gonna do it. We will do it. We will do it. You can do it.
You can.
No, not going there. Just you can do it. Just that part. Not the whole night long.
Rob Snyder.
Hey, he did
Rob
it himself.
Yeah.
Also, Adam did the part as well sometimes when it was Rob Snyder's movies.
Yeah.
So they.
I mean, that group of friends, those guys are just like printing money at this point. I mean, he's still getting accolades for freaking Happy Gilmore that plays on TV every weekend.
Well, the butchered version of it, anyways.
Yeah.
The butchered version.
I think I saw the Waterboy on the other day too. So.
Bobby Boucher.
Don't you raise your voice at me, Bobby.
We should buy matching jerseys of Bobby Boucher.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
And people will be asking, like, who's number 8? And what's this? Like, is this the Cleveland Browns? No.
The Mud Dogs.
The Louisville, the Louisiana Mud Dogs.
Really? They play?
And who's Boucher?
Bobby. You don't know Bobby?
That's a reference for another time. Anyways, yeah,
I think we
hit that mark.
We hit that mark. Don't forget our TeePublic store.
Oh yeah,
35% off.
30 or 20% off. I mean, pick your poison. We've added a couple of new designs into it. I'm announcing also that we're going to add more designs going for the Dominican baseball season that is coming up in October. I mean, the Águilas one is the best seller right now in my store. So I added the Licey. I know it's sacrilege. I'm an Aguilucho. It's sacrilege to add a Licey, but no, money's money. And we're gonna add the other teams as well. So stay tuned to that. Just keep it just so you see that there is no partialism here. Like, we respect everybody's money.
Show me the money.
Exactly. We're willing to do commerce with everyone. It's like, oh, you don't like this Águilas? Okay. How about El Licey? Oh, interesting. Good. But I'm not Liceísta. I'm from El Escogido. Okay. Here, León El Escogido. Oh,
well, excuse me. Okay.
Excuse me.
Take my money now.
Take my money, man. So, yeah, we got that. Also, remember our website, huskybybopod.com, where you can check all the previous podcasts that will be uploaded there automatically. This one is always coming out every Monday morning, 8 a.m. So check it out for there. So, again, this has been the Husky by the Booze podcast. This has been Ariel.
And this is John.
Take care, peoples, and we'll hear each other next week.
All right. Peace out.